This might be the most interesting listing in all of Toronto right now, and not because of what it is, but because of what the sellers are doing. This is what it looks like when a seller stops listening to the market. The house we're looking at is a 3 bedroom, 2 washroom bungalow on a 100 by 322-foot ravine lot. It has a walkout basement, two wood burning fireplaces, which I just absolutely love, and a double car garage. That sounds great on paper, but that's exactly the problem. This is a sounds good on paper house, but we're going to dig deeper and get the actual story of this house. Let's go through the listing timeline of this story, the history of it, if you will, and let's get the real story here. So, what they did is they started at $1.3 million. That was a holdback price. So, they held back waiting for offers to come on a certain day. Didn't work, so they pushed the price up to 1.419. They slowly walked the price down through terminations, taking it off the market and relisting it at different prices, all which didn't work. The most recent one that they listed at was at $999,999. They had an offer night strategy again, failed, and they jumped back into the market at $1.2 million. So that's where it stands right now, $1.2 million, and they have it for lease at the same time. So when you see this many price changes, it's not the market that's being confusing, it's the seller not accepting reality. The most important detail here with this house is not the price, it's the strategy. They are selling without a real plan here, having it for sale and for lease at the same time. They're basically just testing the market or just hoping that something works. I'm going to approach this as an agent representing the buyer. And if I look at this listing and then go through the listing history, I have to ask myself if these sellers are truly motivated to sell. I mean, just based on the pricing history, they may not even accept a full price offer. Let's look at the reasons why this house isn't selling. And yes, it's always the price, but price is a reflection of everything else. And what we have here is a presentation mismatch for sure. Is this house does not show like a $1.2 million property. There's no staging. We've got cheap and partial updates, especially the kitchen. This is almost a death by a thousand cuts. We've got mixed eras in here. We've got 80s light fixtures. We've got modern light fixtures in the entranceway. We've got bifold closet doors, which dates it for sure. There's old outlets. They're not upgraded to Decora. There's thin trim around the windows and the interior doors. We've got cheap or purple window coverings. I mean, just put up some white sheers all around, worn out and stained carpets, and just missing small details like the cover on the doorbell. Just spend the 20 bucks and get that covered up. And all of these together, like they don't kill the deal individually, but when you put them together, it definitely kills the price. Now we'll get into the functional issues. We don't have an ensuite bathroom in the primary bedroom. There's no bedroom in the basement, so that limits the buyer pool. It just gets rid of investors. And it's on a septic system, which in Toronto is pretty much unheard of. And last but definitely not least is the lot size. 100 by 322 feet sounds absolutely amazing, but we are looking at a large portion of it that is completely unusable. It's a decline down into the ravine. Plus, all you have is a side lot, which offers absolutely no privacy. Couple that with backing onto the 401, which is a very busy and noisy highway. You've got a recipe that's just not adding up here. So yes, it is a big lot, but I would question if it's an actual valuable lot. Okay, let's look at some comparable properties in the same neighborhood as the house that we're looking at. All of these are 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom bungalows. This first one here you can see has a triple car garage. Inside we can see that this one is already nicely staged, a nice presentation, nice neutral drapes, hardwood floors. Now you can see that it's a more modern kitchen. It's very open concept into the dining area. We have stainless steel appliances and a gas stove with granite counters and a breakfast bar. We have a finished basement with a bedroom. Here's the next comparable house we're going to look at. Inside we have a nice open concept. You can see back here we have a modern kitchen with granite counters. We have hardwood floors throughout. The bedrooms also have hardwood floors. Updated bathrooms. This is the finished basement. We have another kitchen in the basement, and we have a bedroom in the basement. And the third sold house that we're going to look at. We're looking at a more modern kitchen here. Yes, we do have some white appliances, but we do have some updated stainless steel appliances. Plus we have granite counters. We have an eat-in area in the kitchen that overlooks the family room with a wood-burning fireplace. Love it. The living room and dining room are open concept, looking to each other. We have some pot lights that are installed up here. We have neutral window coverings, and we do have this house being staged, which presents a lot nicer. You can see the backyard here, very usable, very private. We've got landscaping and interlocking, very private backyard. At some point here, this isn't just on the seller. I mean, there are easy fixes that are ignored, like matching up all of the light fixtures, putting in some window coverings, just a basic overall polish on this house, like some staging. So it isn't a renovation problem here. What we're looking at is a preparation problem. And further on, the accountability remarks is we're looking at just a very generic sort of MLS description here, like endless potential. It's code for unfinished, I guess. Close to highways, we're just trying to spin off the traffic noise. And if the marketing that's being put out there is just listing the features, well, then buyers are not going to imagine themselves living in that house. The market has already spoken on this house multiple times. Every failed listing should be looked at as feedback. The sellers just have not accepted that yet. At what point does a seller stop listening to the market? That's my question. How many times does the market have to say no before you hear it? Most homes are priced, but few are understood. And this one, the market understands it perfectly.